Welcome back to Bunnies and Burrows. After an eventful day of being introduced to a whole new philosophy, confronting your spiritual leader, and being visited in dreams by the forest gods, possibly, 4 bunnies now stand at the entrance to the forest. Maya, since you asked everyone to join you here, would you like to explain yourself?
Okay, so last night, as I was sleeping, Fotu came to me again and showed me that we should go into the forest. And I feel like the forest gods came to you all as well.
I mean, not all of them, but I saw the rabbit and the farm.
You saw the farm?
Yeah.
I, for one, believe I saw Answer, and Answer showed me the writings on the farm, on the walls. I couldn't make them out, but they all looked pretty identical to what was on the post.
Well, this is wild. You how did you know that we anyway, yeah.
It's just a sense. It comes with the
I think
eye.
you're starting to see, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I definitely had one of those dreams too, where I saw Yuka the bear, and then Yuka took me and showed me where the other bears are, like the real bears in the forest, and they're like all at this river, and they're hanging out. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So, the forest gods, each of them, chose one of us to visit. And they've chosen the 4 of us, and they're telling us to go into the forest.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Well, one of the last things that I saw before Fotu brought me back to my body and I woke up was this rabbit with flowers, with a mane of flowers in their hair. And I think that was a signal to us that in order to pass safely through the forest, we must also adorn ourselves with flowers.
Okay.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I like flowers.
Cool.
Sounds like we're going in the forest. So, for some of you, this will be your first time ever even seeing the entrance to the forest. Normally this is off limits, unless you are a scout who can see danger, or a fighter who can handle it. If you're looking for flowers, you can go ahead and make an intelligence roll.
It's a 7 for me.
That is a 4 for me.
Okay,
6 for me.
cool.
3.
3, okay. Scout, Clary, and Maya, you have no problems finding flowers around in the woods. Scout, you in particular would happen to know that this is the time of year where there are going to be flowers just popping up here and there in the entryway. So you're able to, like, take the time, pick things up. What do you do with the flowers when you get them?
Maya said that there was a rabbit with flowers in their hair in her vision, so I assume the course of action would be to just start stringing those together in like little flower crowns, right?
Sure.
So that's what I'm gonna set to work doing.
Yeah, we tangle the flowers into our fur.
I eat one, but I put them in my fur too.
You eat one?
Of course.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
They're yummy. We're rabbits, whatever.
Delicious clover.
I feel like I should make you roll for that, but is that too cruel in the beginning of the woods?
Dandelions.
I think Clumsypaws would have okayed.
You can eat flowers. I eat flowers.
That's
Apparently,
true.
I'm having trouble finding them.
You're like looking around at the flowers, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you're blind for some reason, you can't see them. But I am gonna say that maybe for a 3, for some reason something's preventing you from either wanting to or having to know how to make a flower crown, or just something with the flowers and you aren't jiving.
I do have clumsy paws, so that stands to reason.
You know what? We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. You will look beautiful, and we'll all take our extras.
Yeah, I never got the not tying bunny merit badge, so it's my shame.
Scout,
Yeah.
since you're the main rabbit who explores this part of the woods, you recognize the 8 bushes that line up the entrance to the forest, each growing different herbs and berries that have been retrieved by members of the Warren for food, healing, and comfort. Blocking your way forward, as always, is a felled tree, a symbolic log that oozes a do-not-cross energy, a log that you've never ventured past before ever in your life. But you are familiar with the bushes, so they got berries,
Right.
they got herbs.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I've always done. I'm just gonna start collecting me up some berries, I think. They're gonna be super useful on our little trip so we don't go hungry.
Cool.
Clumsy
I
Paws will
think I'll
also probably
join.
look for some herbs. He's not an herbalist rabbit, but he at least knows a little bit about them since he uses them all the time.
Okay, so for looking into the bushes, I'm going to give you each 2 options here. You can either roll intelligence to look for food, medicine, understand the berries and herbs, or if you want to see if you can find anything additional, you can also roll smell.
I will definitely roll intelligence.
Cool?
I'm gonna roll smell.
Hell yeah.
I'm going with my strengths here. I'm gonna stick to intelligence.
Wise.
I'm gonna roll intelligence just because I'm looking for some of those herbs, like I said.
Cool. Perfect. Everyone go ahead and tell me what you get.
I got a 5.
5.
Also a 5.
5. So I'll start with you two. I'm getting the other numbers here. Maya, you find 5 berries.
Ooh.
And berries, just so you know, they heal 3 hit points each.
Ooh, nice. I'm gonna put them in my little rabbit pocket.
Yeah, that's a thing. And then 5 for you, Scout. You're not going to believe this, but you found 5 berries.
Golly.
My last intelligent roller. Clumsypaws, what did you get?
It's not my strong suit, clearly. I got a 1.
A 1. Okay.
Oh no.
So,
Buddy.
Clumsypaws. Well, at your feet, you are going to be looking around for the bear, trying to find anything that matches up with what you know to be medicinal, but you're going to be distracted by the slithering of a snake.
Oh, no.
Now, I'm not going to tell you this is a big, scary anaconda-type snake. You are rabbits. This is a pretty regular-sized, small forest snake. However, still dangerous to rabbits, and I will tell you, for a 1, you can tell it's venomous. So this is going to be very literally a decision between fight or flight.
I guess it's fight.
Yeah, okay.
I'll
okay.
probably yell really loud, do that bunny shriek, and then hope that my compatriots come help me. I don't really know what else I have to do. The
Yeah.
problem is I'm not very
Okay.
fast either, so here we go.
Before we let Clumsypaws fight, can we just pick Clumsypaws up and move him away from the situation?
Well, that depends. Let's see if you can see the snake. Everyone make an intelligence roll.
Sure.
That is a 6.
I got a 7.
I got a 6.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. So here's what I'm going to tell
I'm
you.
starting to do my crane pose, and right as I'm getting ready,
Clumsy
Here's my
paws.
offer.
No.
It was just screaming at him, like, what are you doing? Here's my offer to answer your question, Maya. All 3 of you see the snake. If you want to retrieve Clumsypaws, I will allow that. However, it will rob you of Clary's smell roll.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, well, I'll tell you, there's not really a mechanic in Bunnies and Burrows for lifting a bunny from danger, so we're going to homebrew this a little bit. Clumsypaws, make a constitution roll. The other three of you, make a strength roll.
All right.
Okay.
That's more like it. I got a 6.
Yeah. That's a 7.
Okay?
I got a 1.
All right.
That's a 4.
7, a 1, and a 4. I'll tell you what I was planning here is as long as the combined strength exceeded Clumsypaw's constitution, it was going to be fine. Now, I'll just say some rabbits are doing a better job than others, namely Maya. So you're kind of doing the brunt of the work here. Go ahead and describe to me how you get him and what you do when you throw him over there.
So I basically, I get right under, like, Clumsypaws is facing off against the snake, and I get right under him and, like, basically boost him up onto my shoulders, and then each Clary and Scout each grab an ear.
I was just about to say, I grab an ear, and I start, yelling in his ear, "Come on, we gotta get out of here, it's a snake!"
I picture I'm probably just like sitting there frozen, when rabbits get really scared and they're just like
In your crane pose.
stuck there. So I'm probably like a statue as you all grab me and yank me away. And I guess it's enough to startle the snake. I don't know. What does it do?
Well, the snake wants a meal. The snake wants to bite. So we're going to see. Here's what we're going to do. This is going to be a roll-heavy situation. I need all of you to roll your speed for me.
Okay. Speed is also
Let's
a
go.
+2.
Got a 6.
Good.
6.
Good.
4.
Good.
3.
Everyone beat the snake's roll.
What did the snake roll?
A 2. So you successfully get up to the log. You start getting some distance between you and the snake. The snake, listen, they can't do this, but he is kind of like rolls his eyes and is like, whatever, and slithers back into the bush.
And I kind of vault Clumsypaws over
The log.
the log.
That'll be a strength check.
That's a 6.
Okay, great. Yeah, you Clumsypaws, against your own will, you are lifted up upon the top of the log.
Yelling, "Wait for me!" I jump and try to clear the log.
Roll strength.
That is a 5.
You get on top of the log. You leap it like you're one of those goddamn Olympic track and field guys. You just pop right on top of the log.
Oh my goodness! I can see the whole world from here!
Oh. Well, we've got to check that out, Scout.
I'm worried, but okay, here we go.
Strength rolls, both of you.
Ooh, a 5.
5 will get you up there.
Seeing the whole world.
What do we see?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you. As soon as you make it over the decaying tree, you're just going to see the wide expanse of the forest. It's bigger than you could have ever thought possible. There are so many trees. Listen, you were aware the forest had so many trees, but now you're up close and personal with them. You now understand that expression, easy to get lost in the forest among the trees. But more prominently in front of you, you see 2 foxes seated perfectly like little gentlemen behind a log. There is a small banner hung on the front of the log that is written in a language you've never seen before.
Is it like fox paw prints, just like in
Yeah.
different directions, or
Like,
what?
exactly
Yeah.
right. Yep, you got it.
Okay.
I bound right up to them. Hi!
Oh, okay.
I freeze.
Whoa now.
Yeah.
These are big creatures. We've never seen them. Get.
I'm gonna talk to
They have a
them.
lot of teeth.
Are we all trying to talk Clary out of it, or is she so far gone?
She's so far gone.
I'm
So
pretty
far
sure
gone.
she's either faster than us or more interested than us. Maybe both.
Just straight out of one dangerous situation into another.
It's gonna give the party the option to stop you, but they seem to know that they couldn't possibly stop you, Larry. So you scamper right up to the foxes. Again, sitting perfectly with their paws perched atop the log. And one of them, as you walk right up to them, says, "Hello, I am Pampus Christofferson." And the other speaks, "And I am Bjork."
I'm Clary.
"Hello,
It's nice to
Clary.
meet you.
It is nice to meet you. Would you like to hear the goings-on of the forest?"
Yes.
"We love to report the goings-on of the forest. We report the news.
The news?
The news. We are Fox News."
Oh my gosh.
You know that this world is make-believe because it's actually news.
How can you get away with this? You can't keep getting away with this.
Homie, I hope I don't. If Fox News sues me and this is the reason why I go down, badge of honor. So let me tell you a little bit about these foxes. Pampus Christofferson. These are like, they're fox-looking foxes. They are red. They got white tips on their tails. They have the teeth you've heard so much about, but they don't seem to be aggressive towards you. Pampus has a hint of like a burnt orange to him, like a tanner red, if you will. Bjork is a deeper color and is missing one ear. And Pampus kind of leans down closer to you and says, "Would your friends also like to hear the news?"
Yes.
"Who should invite them
Come
over?"
on. Guys, come over. Come hear the news. These foxes. These foxes are gonna tell us the news.
I'll do that really slow hop that rabbits do.
Yeah.
Just gently pawing over, like, everything in my skull is screaming this is a bad idea. And yet...
We're all in sprinters poses, ready to make a break for it.
Not
yeah,
me.
pretty much.
Not me, baby.
No, Clary's having a great time.
Clary trusts them unequivocally and without any further questions.
As you should.
How could you not trust someone who's giving you the news?
So as you all assemble in front of Fox News, Pampus is the one who speaks first, and he says, "We have important updates from our sources coming from deeper in the woods, and we'd love to share with you what has been happening." "The first piece of news is love has been declared on a tree."
Aww. What does that mean?
Tilt my head like,
Yeah. What?
Our sources tell us that a number of years ago, two humans brought a sharp object towards the tree over there, and they point to the left down a long winding path, and they continue to do so. Love continues to be declared at the tree. It's happened again recently.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The second piece of news is the bears are awake.
The bears?
Did you say bears?
The bears! They've been sleeping for a long time. A long cold winter, but now they're awake.
Cool.
Is that good or bad?
And how do we see these bears?
The bears can often be seen at the river, which does bring us to our next point of news. The river has thawed, and the river is wild.
Oh.
Okay. That's a good thing for rivers, right?
I don't know if rivers have feelings. We should ask the river sometime if it has feelings. I will tell you, the bears have been very upset about the state of the river.
Oh.
why?
They don't like wild rivers?
They are mad because of the next piece of news. The fish are gone.
The fish?
There are no fish in the river this season.
Huh.
That doesn't sound good.
That's fish. Bears eat fish.
Or rabbits.
Or rabbits.
Really,
Okay.
anything small that can fit in their mouth, I think.
Do bears eat foxes?
They look at each other and they're like, not yet.
Well, that's good. Hopefully the bears don't eat you.
We haven't had any problems with the bears before. I choose to believe that we won't have problems with the bears. We should check our sources, though. We should check our sources.
Is that
Cool.
all the news?
Oh, we have more news. The next piece of news, and he gestures to Bjork, is Bjork has lost an ear.
What happened?
Oh,
Oh, I was looking for things to eat in the forest, and my ear got stuck in a trap.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
oh.
That's the way of the forest. Some days you have the ears, and one day you might lose the ear. It belongs to the forest now.
Clumsypaws just like starts stroking his ears like out of habit, just like, oh jeez, imagine.
Where are the traps?
Well, that brings us to our final piece of news. Bjork? A man!
A man?
A man! In the forest.
A different man than the one that drew love on the tree?
Different man. This man travels with a dog.
A dog.
And where is he?
They point to the right. They go down that path is where the man was last seen.
Ugh.
So, have you heard of the farm?
There is a big building at the end of the forest. Everyone knows about that.
Which way? Left, right, or center? Which way leads to the farm?
All paths lead to the farm.
All of them?
All of them.
How is that even possible? I still find that very difficult to believe.
It's big. It's
That
very
doesn't make
big.
sense.
Big farm.
A lot of the exits to the forest lead to the farm. So if you follow each path and you are careful within the forest and you reach the end, eventually you see the farm.
Wait a minute, I don't understand something.
Hmm?
Why do you speak rabbit?
You're in the forest.
Yeah?
It's not that we speak rabbit, friend. It's that all animals can speak inside the forest.
Whoa.
Oh.
Huh.
That means that I can talk to everybody.
You can talk to everybody. But you cannot read everything.
Oh.
But we all speak the same language in the forest.
Okay. So, if I understand correctly, there is a man with a dog to the right, and there are hungry bears to the center, and there is a tree with a heart on it to the left. That sounds like our safest
Yeah,
choice.
that doesn't sound like there's anything dangerous there.
Yeah.
There are geese.
Geese?
Geese?
Geese.
What?
A flock of geese reside on that pathway.
Oh. I think
I've heard the geese can
about
be a bit mean,
geese.
but I don't know.
Still sounds less dangerous than a bear.
Yeah, on that note, foxes, is there a bridge over the river?
There is no way to cross the river unless you are strong and swift. Or a bear. Bears have no problem in the river.
So,
Yeah,
we could see if we could convince the bears to carry us across the river.
We could, or we could talk to the geese. At the tree?
No matter what, though, we're not going to where the man and the dog are.
No, of course not. I don't think that a man would have much to say.
I will tell you, when I went that direction, I was looking for the best berries.
Which direction?
Where the man is. It has the best berries.
But is that where you lost your ear?
Huh?
Is that where you lost your ear?
A little louder, please.
Is that where you...
I think Bjork is messing with you. My cohort here has been really making a meal out of this missing ear thing. It is funny every time. He does that little laugh that foxes do.
So, but that's where you got trapped.
I did, yes. It was unfortunate, but
Okay.
some things are worth it. Like the best berries, they were so tasty.
Well, we have berries already, don't we?
You have berries, but do you have the best berries?
Well,
Okay. I think I can figure out the answer, but I need to know which question I should ask. Should I ask if the right is the right way, or should I ask how to befriend the geese?
Good question.
let's ask how to befriend the geese. I love making
But
friends.
what if the right is the right way with the delicious berries?
But the and the man.
Maybe the man's not there anymore?
Oh, we can confirm that he is there.
Oh, he is there.
We saw him.
Okay. I've never dealt with a man before.
They are a rare creature. They don't visit our forest very often, but when they do, things tend to change.
Okay, I have an idea, and she holds her mushrooms close, and she pulls down her little headband over her eyes so she can't see anything but into the ethereal, and she asks in a trance, "Is right right?"
Ah, using her trance ability, I see. Okay. So for the sake of the audience here, Maya, how does her trance ability work?
I can, since I have 3 points as my trait rating, I can ask a question of up to 3 words. And the answer that the GM thinks of is also 3 words, but then he can describe the scene that she sees.
Cool. So, in 3 words, is right right? Is the right path the right way to go, in essence? As you close your eyes, the 3 words I will give you are trap catches rabbit. And the scene that you see is, a few varying possibilities. There are some versions of your vision where you see Scout making it, Clary making it, but you and Clumsypaws not. Sometimes only one of you makes it, sometimes all of you get caught. But there is no version of the scene that you see where you don't get out of this unscathed.
So when she pulls up her headband and pushes her little tufts of hair back, and she looks, and you almost see a little bit of white underneath as she says, "The right path is not right. We should visit the geese and the tree."
Okay.
All right. Geese
I
it
trust
is.
you.
Let's go meet the geese.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for listening to the news.
Nice to meet you too.
They both wave, and then they turn to each other and pretend to talk for a few minutes. No sound comes out of their mouths. They're just pretending to speak to each other.
As we're hopping away, Maya looks at the others and says, "I think other than Clary, the rest of us forgot to introduce ourselves."
Well, maybe we'll come across them later.
We'll do better introducing ourselves to the geese.
Okay.
Funny you should mention. So as you walk down that pathway, to the left of the path in a small gaggle is a flock of geese. And one of them peeks its little cranes its neck upwards, makes like angry eye contact, and starts waddle running towards you.
Hello? Hello?
Why not? Clary, make a charisma roll.
Absolutely.
I behind Clary, I bow.
That is a 7.
That's pretty darn good for a charisma roll here. So you walk up to, you're waving towards this goose, and the warm invitation and the energy you're putting out there kind of makes the goose stop in its tracks and goes, "What are you doing here?"
I'm here to meet the geese, and you're a goose, and I'm here to see the tree.
The tree? The geese?
Yes.
Wait, you want to meet the geese?
Yes. Why not?
Well, have you heard of Answer?
No.
Oh. But Answer's a goose.
There's a lot of goose.
Answer is the forest god.
What's that?
The goose forest god.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why do rabbits say odd things? Every rabbit we meet is odd.
You know other
You've met
rabbits?
other rabbits?
Yeah, this is kind of taken aback by two people asking at the same time, just like putting her wings up, like, okay, yeah, I've met other rabbits.
And? What about them?
You're weird.
Where?
Weird animals. They are always coming to the tree.
That's rude.
Well, I
just
wouldn't say that it
rabbits.
wasn't accurate. A second goose comes up behind this one, and it's just kind of like ushering it to the side, like, it's okay, mother, I'll speak to them, it's fine. And the other goose is like shaking its head like, rabbits? Just, rabbits. This goose has a softer voice and like kneels down, and it's kind of like there's an apologetic bow, and it's like, I apologize for mother. Rabbits tend to set her off.
Oh, okay. I'm Clary.
Hi, I'm Daughter.
I'm Maya.
I think I just connected in my head what the fucking pun is here.
I'm
Yep.
Clumsypaws.
I am called Scout.
Hi. Nice to meet all of you. So, I should probably let you know that we've been very protective of the tree lately. It's an old tree, and so many people keep trying to come down here, so we've been trying to chase them off. But in addition to people, rabbits keep coming to visit the tree.
Where do these other rabbits come from?
That direction, and she just kind of points further into the forest, like kind of down the path that you're currently on. But from the other way.
Why are the rabbits coming to the tree?
I don't know. I honestly do not know. All I know is they'll come here, they'll spend some time at the tree. You know, Glim might know.
Who's Glim?
Glim is an owl. He lives in the tree.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's go meet.
Do owls eat rabbits?
Yes, a lot of things eat rabbits. Especially owls.
I mean, you said the same thing about foxes, and that went pretty well.
True.
The foxes are odd for foxes, though, if we're being honest. Other foxes are very prone to hunt and eat, and those ones just seem to watch, observe.
Well, that's good to know. That
Yeah, those foxes, I don't know if they don't eat meat, but they certainly haven't tried anything with us.
So, what is the best way to approach Glim?
Well, the sun's starting to go down, so you might catch him in a good mood. She like turns around to see if Mother's watching, and then she goes, "If you tell him daughter sent you, he'll be fine."
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you for putting in a good word for us, I suppose.
Oh, I'm giving you my good reputation with the owl. I've really worked hard to undo some of the things Mother has said to him.
Oh.
Okay.
So don't ruin that for me, please.
Okay.
We will be mindful.
Thank you.
And as we move towards the tree, Maya will go up to Clumsypaws. Clumsypaws, do you know any sort of concoction that would make us taste bad to the owl? That we could just, like, put on ourselves so the owl doesn't want to eat us?
No? I feel like that might be something Scout would know better than me, seeing as Scout's the one who's, like, close to getting eaten most of the time.
I'm not an herbalist. I just know where to hide, how to run, and when to call in the fighters for support.
Oh, come on, Scout.
And
What do they
also-
slather you up with when they send you out into the woods?
I don't get slathered with a darn thing. I just know how to avoid conflict in the easiest ways possible.
Man, my friends are always telling me fibs. It's embarrassing.
You need better friends. Or better fibs.
I just imagining just some scout pulling Clumsypaw's leg. Like, oh yeah, they really douse us in that stuff.
Yeah, they like dump like slime all over us. It's really bizarre.
You have to stink out there.
It's probably like bear
Ken?
urine or something.
It's probably like,
that'll do it.
Clumsypaws are like, ugh, what's that smell? And there was a scout in the room. Like, for the record, we have to stink when we're out there.
like he just ate like something like really rank.
Speaking of smelling really bad,
Yeah.
I would like to make a smell check and invite all of the rest of the rabbits to make a smell check to find the stinkiest herbs that we can find.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Why not? I'll do a sniff.
Cool. So no
hang
no
a
one's
sniff.
an expert in herbalism, but we're all just kind of generally, per Clumsypaw's suggestion, finding a stinky herb. So go ahead and roll smell.
It's 3.
Okay.
3.
3, 1.
4.
Nope. You are.
No smelly herbs. Just no.
I'll say this. Maya, you were looking around and you absent-mindedly start wandering towards the flock of geese, and they all just kind of start honking in general at you, just like to back off. And Daughter's like, "Hey, no, they're fine, they're fine." And she like looks like, "What are you doing?"
Sorry. Okay,
I told you to
we'll
be
go
cool.
this way.
Just go to the owl.
Okay.
I work really hard to make sure that my family behaves themselves around people. Don't blow this for me. Greetings, brave explorers of the woods. It is I, your Game Master Grant, and I'm here to tell you about 3 fantastic programs that have been so kind to hype us up on the internet. So in kind, we're hyping them up on the internet. Starting with our old pals 5 GMs in a trench coat.
Hello everyone and welcome to 5 Gyms in a Trench Coat.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
What's that?
You want to know what 5 Gyms in a Trench Coat is? Let us tell you.
It's the adhesive that keeps the fragile pieces of my sanity together.
Well, okay, Jesse, what it actually is a narrative-driven TTRPG actual play where 5 friends take turns weaving stories through the tabletop game of their choice.
Of their choice.
Each season?
Each season.
That's pretty cool.
I disagree.
Oh.
I feel it's the adhesive.
So, like, you guys aren't all in a trench coat?
No, we're definitely in a trench coat.
How does that work?
Get her.
Before I'm caught, you can check out 5 Games in a Trench Coat just about anywhere you get your podcasts, or you can check out our website at 5gamesinaTrenchcoat.com. Oh my god, they really are all in a trench coat.
I love those kooky kids. Five GMs in a Trench Coat. They're currently doing an amazing... they just started their second season, as a matter of fact. They're playing Cyberpunk Red, which is just a system you don't get to hear enough in the AP space. I think people are scared of it, and you shouldn't be scared of it. On top of that, they're also running a mini-series in Perils and Princesses, which has been fucking great and just a delightful breath of fresh air. I can't say enough nice things about Five GMs in a Trench Coat. Go check them out. No one's doing what they're doing. Next up, I want to talk to you about our homeboys for life at Big Campaign Pod.
Hey everybody, my name is Jeff, and I run the Big Campaign Stories podcast. Our story focuses on 4 people working at a repo company, trying to keep afloat among a corporate dystopia and crushing debt. The world is one that we have been playing in and working on for a long time. The current homebrew setting is played with Pathfinder 1st Edition rules, but with more of a modern feel to it. Think something like Blade Runner or Snow Crash, but with magic. We try to release every Thursday, and when we cannot, we come up with small side episodes focusing on each character to help expand the world and lore. So, if you like greasy breakfasts, people trying to pay bills, and the occasional Lovecraftian monster, give us a listen. Alright, thanks.
Speaking of shows, we just started a new season recently and have been absolutely crushing it. Big Campaign Pod mainstays in the indie AP scene. If you haven't been checking them out before, I highly recommend getting into them. Storytelling is second to none. The character work is really, really fucking great. And they're playing in Pathfinder 1st Edition, so it's a cool little like capsule to see that classic system being tweaked and reworked in new and exciting ways. So yeah, really can't speak highly enough of Big Campaign Pod. Go check them out, dudes. You know, there's this podcast I've been enjoying a lot lately, and I've heard some rumors that they might be starting a second season here soon with a whole new cast and a whole new story, and that should be coming out. I guess it's already out because it's May, but if only there was an ad that could confirm the rumors I've heard about The Heart as a Dungeon.
Well, thanks for asking. The rumors are true. This May, the Heart is a Dungeon podcast will begin our second season, where we will be playing Under Hollow Hills, a Powered by the Apocalypse game about a fairy circus. Join us and 16 amazing players as we tell a somber and serious story.
Wait, hold on. We haven't even met the moth. You can't threaten to eat something before you've met it.
Yes, I can. I just did.
Eat the moth.
Yeah. What if it doesn't taste good?
I will protect this moth with my life.
Some moths do taste bad.
Seems we have a different interests are happening right now. With Thorn. Already.
You're all lunatics.
That might be true.
I'm not a tick, I'm a bird.
Alright, well don't be insulting. You're asking us for help.
Ka.
It was a moon joke. I'm sorry. It was a moth, a moon. I don't have any friends out here, and they're just shaking in the spot.
Well, I can see why. You tell terrible jokes.
Now that's not very nice. Milady, where do you hail from? Oh, yes, you.
Yeah, Gemma's my name.
Charmed. Is it now? Is it? Wait, a quick sidebar.
Sidebar?
Sidebar.
Okay.
Sidebar, yes. Yes, one moment. I need to, yes. Come, everyone.
He comes too. Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay.
I'm going to land on his shoulder and peck at his head until he moves. Not for you.
I'll be by the bar.
Listen.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not sure what's going on with my companions here.
I'll be with my dirty moth.
I thought he was a prince.
He's a prince. Rhubarb.
And as you wrap your slightly damp arms around this moth, they remember when they were small enough that the smallest lights could attract them. The world was so huge with fireflies and candles, everything so glistening and new, and when you're as big as they are now, there's just the sun, there's just the moon, and they've become jaded to the smaller lights. One teardrop of pure moth.
Cool, right? Like, don't you want to like fucking listen to that? I'm gonna just go full disclosure mode here on you folks. I spent I want to say a week, maybe a weekend, just binging all of the first season of The Heart as a Dungeon, and it rocked. It rocked my dang socks off. And they just started their second season, like just now. Perfect time to get into a new show is right when they're starting a new season. And it's so good. I don't know. I'm the kind of guy who likes dark, Harlequin shit. So this has been a real cool breath of fresh air. What an amazing system to run that story in, by the way. Their GM Rah is, oh my god, so fucking talented. The way they describe environments and perils and interact with their cast, I could talk about the rest of the whole fucking episode about The Heart as a Dungeon, but you should honestly just check them out yourself. Now that I've had your undivided attention, I return you to the woods and the rest of Bunnies and Burrows. So you head up the hill. A large and mighty oak tree sits on top of a hill. Carved into it is a shape you as rabbits would not recognize, and lettering seems to be carved inside of it. And as Daughter mentioned, there is a small brown owl perched on top of a branch jutting straight out of the tree.
Hello?
Is he asleep?
The owl is kind of like ruffles its feathers a little bit, but hasn't woken up yet.
Hello? Daughter Goose sent us.
Make a charisma roll for me.
That is a 10.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. For that 10, can the three of us, Maya, Clumsypaws, and Scout, like be drumming with our little like rabbit feet?
For a 10, I will say that the way you're able to wake him up, I'll give you the rhythmic thumping because you are able to.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, I will. So yeah, the little rabbit tapping on there. You all just kind of like pick up on the vibe, and the owl gently, peacefully stirs awake, not in a rude way. This is the waking up you get after you had the right amount of sleep during a nap, and he's just like, who are you?
Hi, I'm Clary.
Okay.
Daughter Goose sent us. We wanted to ask about the rabbits and the tree.
Oh, okay. So, rabbits who need to know about the tree. Okay. I can certainly do that. So he just kind of like spreads his wings out, cracks his neck a little bit, and he just kind of like gestures towards the writing on the tree and starts giving a spiel, not unlike in the way that a guide in an art museum might do, and says, "This reads J and C 1974. The symbol it resides inside of is meant to convey love between humans."
So, the rabbits.
You wish to know about the rabbits that come to visit? Are you not the rabbits that normally come to visit here? Do you understand what the tree is?
No. Nope.
Oh.
We're not from.
We're not
around
from the
here.
forest.
No.
Not from the forest. So few rabbits are. But are you from the farm?
No, we're looking for the farm.
Oh. So you don't know anything about the tree?
No.
Then why come to the tree?
Because we heard that there were rabbits.
Well, and we had visions, and there were visions and rabbits and geese, and yeah, so that's why we're here.
And love.
Just blinks at all three of you. Is like, okay, that's a lot to take in. But very well, I will tell you the story of the tree. Two young humans came from the direction where the farm stands. They laughed, they picked flowers from the ground, he gestures at some flowers around you, and they offered them to each other as a sacrifice. They made a promise at this place that seemed to unify the two together forever in whatever oath they made. They make their way to this place annually, fighting past the geese, and rub their faces together. I followed them back one year, and saw that together they are in possession of the largest warren of rabbits I've ever seen, which would explain why I never see a rabbit in the forest. And then he generally like gestures to all of you and goes, until today.
Wait.
It's part of the dramatics that I do that make it real special when they come to visit.
It's fine. The people have the warrant? Are they like the leaders? Like the storytellers of the warrant?
The humans who came here all those years ago seem to oversee a large warren of rabbits.
Oh.
Do you think that we can make it to the warren before nightfall?
He like looks you up and down, kind of like puts his wing above your heads, measuring your heights, looking at your legs, and like, you might get there precisely at nightfall, but that is when the woods are the most dangerous.
Oh. Maybe we should wait.
Scout, what do you think?
Honestly, I feel like waiting for nightfall would probably be the best bet. It would give us a chance
somewhere
to
safe.
give us a chance to recover, give us a chance to plan, and even going in by cover of night may be dangerous because we don't know what hunters are out in the woods.
So what do scouts do when they're caught in the forest at night?
Oh, that's easy. We find a nice secluded burrow, or we create one, and then we cover it with like leaves, or distract it from making our scent away, or we just find a place that's already secluded enough, kind of like she would like kind of thump her little back paw.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh yeah, let me. Boop. That's a 6.
You are able to look at the tree up and down, and you do see at the base of the tree a little hole towards the roots. It seems that there's been a little alcove or a little burrow kind of secretly tunneled near the base of the tree.
Or like that. She would point at it.
Oh.
All right.
That looks nice. Mr. Owl, do you mind if we sleep here?
I do my hunting at night, and knowing there's a small group of rabbits right under my tree is tempting. Though, I suppose you were sent here by daughter, and that wouldn't reflect well on me.
And if it helps, we smeared ourselves in really smelly stuff so you wouldn't want to eat us anyways.
Oh. Ew. Oh, I don't smell anything. Am I getting old? Well.
It's really once you get really close.
I have no choice but to believe you. Very well, you may sleep at the base of my tree, though I warn you, even the tree isn't always safe, so you'll have to be aware of other animals looking for a quick meal, or even humans sometimes come to the tree at night. So up to you.
I think we all crowd in.
Cool.
Yeah, let's hide in the hole here.
You scurry into the hole. Night begins to fall. This would be this is a tight fit. All of you are used to having your own little burrow, your own den to nestle into at night underground. This is a little bit cramped, a little more close for comfort than you're accustomed to. You hear the flap of owls' wings take into the night sky and go distantly off. Who knows where Glim is going, but based on what he told you, I hope he eats well. So this is your chance to kind of, like Scout said, reconvene, reanalyze, discuss what you wish to do now in this tight little burrow you found yourself in.
Well, I think we should organize a watch. No one, all asleep at the same time, of course.
So, as they're settling in, Maya looks to the other three and says, "The largest warren that Glim has ever seen. Do you think that's where Well-Dressed came from? And where Dayspring came from?"
Well, Scout said something about the symbols matching. So that means that Dayspring probably is from there.
If we're going on anything, then it just sounds like the farm really is just a large warren of rabbits, and doesn't sound like it's full of dead ones, unless the dead walk among us, and that would be...
Well,
no thank you.
In my vision, they weren't dead. They were just...
That's what has me confused, and I just... Ugh, I hate not knowing things. Why does it have to be so difficult?
We were told that the forest was so scary and dangerous, but the forest has been kind to us so far, and it seems like, well, the farm isn't somewhere after we die.
But that one fox did lose his ear.
That's true.
So I guess the forest isn't totally safe.
Hang on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we all have our ears.
Good. Well, that's good. I don't know. I think maybe we just need to get to the farm and find out more.
I'll take first watch so that hopefully then I can have a dream.
Okay.
A seer's dream.
So, the three of you, apart from Maya, all start to drift to sleep. Maya, while you are alone with your thoughts standing watch in front of this little burrow, you get a vision. Well, not a vision. I should be more specific. You are able to see the night sky. Outside of the protection of your normal home life, you're able to really see what this thing looks like. It's covered in stars. You don't deal with any pollution or blocking of that back in the burrow, but for whatever reason tonight, there's just something a little bit more to it than that. And while you're standing out there, I'm going to have you make a quick constitution roll.
That is a 6.
A 6. Your eyes start to feel heavy, but you fight past it because you know your job. And as you are sitting there really fighting to keep those things awake, Scout appears behind you.
Hey.
Okay. Thank you. Did you want to talk first?
There's a lot of questions that I have, but I think it would be better if you just go rest. Maybe we can get some answers in your dreams. We'll talk later, okay?
Well, I just wanted you to know that your intelligence and your questions are beautiful and important.
Thank you. It's difficult wanting to know everything and just being told to believe in it. That's not really an answer, in my opinion, and I'm learning a lot, but I feel like the more that I learn, the more I get confused, so who knows? But
I trust you'll figure it out.
I hope so.
And Maya will go to sleep.
You return to the burrow. Clary and Clumsypaws fast asleep. How are you two sleeping, by the way? What's the arrangement?
Toddler sprawled out.
I'm probably a bit more cramped, so I'm probably just hunched against one of the roots. Mm-hmm. With one of my legs kicking every once in a while.
I probably got a foot in your face.
Just two siblings of similar ages sharing the same bed out of necessity.
Exactly.
Trips.
Maya, you drift off to sleep, and you are in fact given a vision, as seers are prone to in their sleep. You can make a quick mysticism roll for me to see how clear the vision is.
Yes! Oh, yes! Yes, that's a 9.
Very clear vision. So you do once again see the rabbit with a mane of flowers around its head. In this vision, it is standing in front of a wide variety of different colored and sized rabbits. It seems to be speaking frantically but not panickedly, like there is an urgency to what they're saying, but they are not themselves startled or freaked out. A very authoritative message being delivered here. You can't hear what's being made out, you can't even see the faces of the other rabbits, but it becomes even more clear something is important about this rabbit you've been seeing.
Okay.
And then the sun rises. Scout, you took the full night watch.
Yay! I'm used to those.
Oh my goodness, I slept so well.
Clumsypaws has a foot in his face still. As the sun comes up, the four of you start to head out of the little hole you carved for yourself. You see Glim in the tree branch, fast asleep. It's the morning. He's an owl. And you see a long, winding path leading from the tree, kind of going further and further. And as you look down that path, you see, in the distance, fewer and fewer trees.
Oh. I guess we shouldn't wake him up.
Yeah. I think we should follow Scout.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a good idea as any. I can scoot forward and sense if there's any danger ahead.
It's not going to be too hard. So, you follow down that pathway. You are getting closer and closer to it. The trees start thinning more and more out. And eventually you figure out that you cannot go any further because there's a large barrier. You are able to see past this barrier. It's made of a material you've never seen before, but it is tall, a very tall structure, 10 to 15 rabbits tall perhaps. But beyond it, you do see the farm. And everything that you were told in the forest is true about it. It is massive lengthwise. It covers a huge amount of territory, and it towers over every possible exit and entrance into the forest. But how are you gonna get there?
I'm just like looking like up and down the entirety of this barrier, like
What is this? What in the world is this stuff?
Do you think we could jump over it or climb it?
Oh, it is much too big to jump over.
Oh.
And I don't trust the thorns that it has.
Oh. I've never seen anything like this growing before.
Yeah, it's very weird, but we could just try to dig under it, you know. I mean, somehow rabbits are getting out of here to go to the tree, so there's got to be a way through.
That's really great idea.
It's such a great idea that I'll have you make a smell check to see if you can find the secret diggy hole.
use those words in front of me, man. I almost made a fucking Yogscast reference from 2004.
I don't know what those words mean, but I got a 6.
A 6, yeah. As you start looking up and down the path of this large barrier, you're putting your nose in the air, you do get an area of the fence that has a strong rabbit smell to it. The general odor of bunny, if you will. You'll note, the smells that rabbits have, what their fur smells like, all that sort of thing. There's also a hint of blood in the air at that spot, but I'm sure it's fine.
I guess I would be familiar with that scent as well.
Yes, you would.
Alright, so I'm just kind of sniffing around. And as I'm sniffing along the fence, all of a sudden I pat some of the ground and I say, yeah, it feels like some rabbits crawled through right about here.
Oh.
Show us how it's done, Clumsypaws.
Oh, I mean, it sounds like Scout got some digging training, learning how to dig holes for the night. But yeah, I've dug a hole or two in my time.
The hole is decently deep, but it doesn't seem like it's the perfect hole or anything. So it's certainly been dug, it's certainly been carved, but it still will require some agility to get past it. Scout, make an agility roll for me.
A 6.
A 6 will work in this case. You are able to scurry on through. You pop up on the other side, no problem. As Clumsypaws asked you to do, you have shown them how it's done.
That looks easy. I'll go next.
Alright, make that agility check for me, Maya.
That is a 3.
Okay. I'll do a quick roll to see how the barbed wire hurts you here. You're going to take some damage. Okay, you take 4 hit points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
You are also going to take a bleeding condition. So you take damage to your hind leg. The thorn from the strange thing you've never seen before digs into the back of your leg. It scratches it, it bleeds. You are now vulnerable. So anytime any creature takes an attack against you, they're going to get a +1 bonus. Because they'll smell the blood on your hind leg. So, Clary and Clumsypaws, you see that.
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going next.
Okay, make an agility check for me.
4.
Okay, so I'm going to make a quick roll here. Clary, you take 6 damage.
Oh.
And you are also bleeding. So the two of you squeeze through this. The thorn gets you. You're both grasping at your back legs. Clumsypaws, what do you do?
Very stressed seeing my friends hurt, and that kind of being my thing, I will scamper through after them to try to help them as soon as possible.
All right, make an agility check.
And that is a 1.
Ugh, okay. Okay. You only take 3 damage. Luckily in Bunnies and Burrows, 1 is not a critical failure, but it is still a failure. And you also get the bleeding affliction. So, Scout, you see all 3 of your friends squeeze through here, but we're going to cut to Clumsypaws as you were racing over there. You have a damaged hind leg. You have 2 other damaged friends. What are you trying to do next?
I am going to rely on my empathic healing ability here to try to cure my friends of their wounds here. So I'll probably walk up to each of them individually and just like put my paws where the wound is.
Sure.
And try to transfer some of my essence or whatever it happens to be.
Yes. So you're transferring your essence into them. So with your empathic healing, from what I understand, you are sacrificing your own health to heal others.
That's right. So I can heal 1d6, no skill check, but I take 2 damage.
Okay. Who are you going to first?
I can't heal myself.
Ah. Well, good thing you have those berries handy.
Yeah. I'm going to heal Clary for 6.
Oh,
shit! Cool.
Nice.
Do I need
that takes me back up to full.
Yeah.
That wipes out that condition too, doesn't it?
Yes. If when you restore full health, empathic healing will fix your condition. So,
Makes
Clumsypaws
kind of busted. That's rocks.
places his hands on you.
It doesn't say anything about conditions, but I'm going to assume that it would take care of it, right?
I'm the GM here. I say that's fine.
I like that. What do I need to roll on this one?
Yeah. So you rolled the 6 for Clary, right? And you take 2 hit points of damage for that.
That was for.
So you're-
Yeah.
So you're down 5 hit points. But we have plenty of berries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then for Maya, it'll be the same thing. You walk up and roll a d6 to heal Maya.
For Maya, I rolled a 4.
You are rolling like gangbusters. So,
I
wow,
mean,
both
when it
bunnies
matters.
restored to full health. condition cleared. A miracle, I dare say.
We feed you berries like you're like a prince in like Greece. Like we feed you grapes.
Well, it's probably mostly because I'm laying on my back from exhaustion at that point, right?
Yes.
It's not out of self-importance.
We're like squeezing the berries into your mouth.
How many berries specifically?
I'd give him about 2 berries. How much health did you say you lost in that total?
I'll give a berry, and you give a berry.
2 berries?
Yeah.
Clumsypaws, you have 6 health restored.
Whew. Okay.
And as this is all happening, have you used your empathic healing in the Warren before, or is this a surprise to everyone?
Yeah, it's something I've done before, but probably never in such dire circumstances. You know, never in the field, right? So, yeah.
Very literally. So, yeah. Maya and Clary, you stand up completely fixed.
Oh, goodness. That was...
Oh,
I've never...
I don't like that.
I've never
I don't
heard like that.
wall.
Yeah, it's
That
usually
weird plant.
scouts and fighters and stuff that I patch up like that. It's not something I do every day, or twice a day, even. Oh, it takes a lot out of me. That was tough.
Here, take one more berry.
Oh no, I don't need it.
I got it. So Scout would just, pull out a couple berries, be like, "Here, just get fixed up."
I mean, I'm not one to turn down more berries, I guess. Here, I'll take those.
Your affliction leaves you. You are all back to full health, and you are able to start heading towards the farm. But as you get closer to it, you quickly see another rabbit heading your direction, hopping very calmly towards you with a smile on his face. This rabbit is a harlequin rabbit with alternating brown and black fur. He wears a tiny denim jacket that looks like it would be made to be worn by a teddy bear, and has a makeshift necklace with a button hanging off of it. He has a small tag on his ear, which is something you've never seen a rabbit have before, unless you're Clary. And he gets closer to you with his arms outstretched. It says, "Welcome to Allegary Farm, my friends."
I've threatened to quit the show for a lot of reasons, but this may be near the top.
What's wrong with Fox News?
A lot of things, Grant. A lot of things are wrong with Fox News.
He said on a recorded audio format. What's the problem? I love Fox News.
No.
Great. So I guess
So we're gonna get taken out of context. That's great.
Imaginary world.
Gonna get a really weird audience after this episode.
Oh no.
Anyway,